This to this to this. Keep watching. Hello, my YouTube people. How you doing today? It is Vlogmas 23. We are almost there, my people. It's so exciting. I thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this whole month of December. It has been a ride, and I am so grateful to all of you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your comments, and thank you for your support. So today, we are coming back from the fluid art project. I didn't show you, I concentrated on the therapy of the fluid art, but I wanted to come back once the products dried and show you everything that I was able to create with fluid art. So the first thing I wanted to show you is these beauties. These could be used for oil and vinegar. They can be used for all types of different oils. You can label them, but I love the way that this came out. This is what it looks like on the bottom. Since we started and poured them like this, I added a little bit of gold accenting to them just to bring out the little bit of lux that I think it needed. And I am eventually going to coat these with resin just to make it really glossy and to have that pop and last a little bit longer. But this is what they look like. I purposely left a little bit of the glass showing through so that you can see when it's time to refill. But yeah, this is what they look like. These were $1.25 each from the Dollar Tree, guys. Then we have coasters, the wooden coasters that I got from Hobby Lobby. And this is what they look like. Now, of course, I have to keep adding stuff to it, but I just like for the projects to continue to evolve. Before I go ahead and coat these in resin, I think I'm gonna add some metal accents, like real metal accents to the sides. And if I do that, I will come back and show you. I just think that it will give it that little bit of industrialness that I'm going for with this, but I did go ahead and accent it with gold. I just want to go back in with gold metal just to elevate this a touch. So here are the 4 patterns. I think they're so pretty and so different. That's the beauty of fluid art. You just get so many beautiful kinds of distinct patterns. When you create pour paint, don't throw away the paint that's left over. Always have on the bottom something to catch it. You should have some kind of silicone mat underneath versus instead of parchment paper, because what I've noticed is that the parchment paper does stick to the paint and it fuses with it. I don't know if the paint eats it or I don't know what happens, but the parchment paper disappears. This is a paint skin. And this was underneath when we were pouring all of that drippage. It's not, and I don't like to waste it. I saw it on YouTube that people really don't waste them. They save them and they make all kinds of things with them. So it fused with the parchment paper under here. So you can see the parchment paper here, but when I tried to peel it, guys, it really became one with the parchment paper. But it created some kind of fabric, it feels leathery and like vinyl, which is really, really cool. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but I wanted to keep this. This one's on the thinner side because it wasn't as thick as this one. I guess this was the secondary sheet, not where I had the main thing dripping. So it's really cool, and it's cool on the other side too. Look how cool that is. Now guys, this frame is from the Dollar Tree. So I framed the first part, and then my husband says, hey, why don't you put the other part behind it because the frame is clear? Let's see if I show you. It looks like this. So I went ahead and I did one and then did the other one, which kind of gave it like a really three-dimensional effect, and I think that's really cool. So that will be a neat gift. So $1.25. The 4th piece was this little bowl, also from the Dollar Tree. Look how cool that is on the inside. I don't know if you can see it, But with this one, I added elements of gold glitter within the Floetrol and the paint. I did also some gold paint, and I just think that it came out really pretty. Again, you can see through sections of the glass, and I did that just in case we want to put a candle in there. It would be a really pretty effect, but I really like the way that came out. One of these is the base that I made for our holiday diva that I made, that I showed you yesterday. So I think that's pretty cool. $1.25. This one I really love, because at first I didn't know what I wanted to do with this piece. I didn't know what I wanted to do with this piece. This piece was inspired by the Coastal Magnolia, who uses the beach to create these beautiful, beautiful projects. I mean, her stuff is amazing. If you haven't checked her out, go check her out. A Coastal Magnolia. But she makes these trees out of crushed glass and sea glass, and it's just stunning the way she does them. So I didn't want to directly copy her, so I decided to use what I had around me. I live in the woods, so I decided to go with tree branches. And this then I didn't stop the tree branches on wood. I really wanted to do something really different, and then I thought, what would happen if I put pourable paint on these tree branches? And guys, when I tell you I am obsessed with this one, this is what this looks like. It is magnificent. I just love this piece and how this came out. All of the different textures and all of the different patterns that you see here are just, it's just really, really beautiful. No matter how many times I see it, I always find something else, a different pattern that forms, but I really, really love this. What I like about it too is that it doesn't look like Christmas, it just looks like winter. So I really appreciate that aspect of it. Then I decided I wanted to go the jewelry route and created these pendants. And you got it, that's from the paint skin. Look at that one. It's just really pretty. Even the back is pretty. You don't know what you're gonna get with these. Every piece is different, which is what I appreciate with this. So this brings us to the last piece. The piece de resistance. I was trying to be cool. The piece de resistance. I got this item from the Goodwill. I like to go to the Goodwill and see what kind of glassware they have, because it's either a hit or a miss, but the Goodwill is really good with their glassware. But this was next level. I don't know what this was. Look at the bottom of that. This is just unbelievable. Again, if you wanted to put a light in there, it would be a really, really stunning piece. I didn't add any gold, and I didn't add anything else to this because I'm keeping this one. This one is going in this office somewhere on a shelf, but somewhere that I can look at it every day because I just love it so much. I think I'm gonna hang the tree too. But that is unbelievable. There are so many things that you can do with pourable art. You can make canvases out of the skins. You can make book covers out of the skins. You can make more jewelry. I think that you can even make fabric for our clothing designers out there. This can be really, really neat. I mean, you won't be able to wash it, but how cool would like a handbag be out of this? You can fold it. And then I think the parchment paper on the back gave it a kind of lining to kind of strengthen it. So yeah, I think that this is really, really cool. How cute would a cute little coin purse be with this? Yeah, I think that there's so many things that you could do with pourable art. So on top of it being really therapeutic and relaxing, you can maximize all of these looks with basically zero waste, because you're not throwing anything away. You're not throwing away the drippings. You're not throwing anything away. So this is the product that keeps on giving, the paint that keeps on giving. So yeah, so that's our big reveal, guys. I hope that your December is going great. I hope that you're not too stressed out with your holiday shopping. If you are, go back and watch the fluid art video for some relaxation and some Zen-like vibes. So tomorrow is Vlogmas 24. It is my most special Vlogmas ever. Well, I've never done Vlogmas before, but this is going to be my most special Vlogmas. It is dedicated to my dad. You know, I lost my dad in 2020, and Christmas time and the holiday time, I think, was his favorite. He was a grumpy guy, but it was his favorite time of year. He always had his white turtleneck on and listen to the same songs every year. It was like his Christmas playlist. And we just had fun. You know, he liked to drink coquito and he liked to play the Spanish jams. And it was a vibe. It was a really nice time. I really miss him. And, you know, Christmas has never been the same. The holidays have never been the same, you know, ever since he left us. But tomorrow, it is dedicated to him. It's dedicated to culture. It's dedicated to family. And it's going to be a fun time. Noche Buena. So stay tuned tomorrow for Vlogmas 24 for our very, very special Noche Buena dedicated to Papa. So if you're new here and this is your first time, my name is Maria. I go by Atalentedlatina, and I'm glad to have you here. Happy holidays to you. And if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. But most of all, everybody knows I love the comments. I appreciate them so much. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas 24. Peace.